consider you the biggest, hardest puncher, in all of boxing in regards to where you're at in your weight class and how you consistently are just knocking guys out? What's that feeling like when you do?
It actually feel like a home run, like when someone hit the bat and it just right on the target and go far. It's just like that. So that's how I feel when you actually hit somebody on the button and you know that you catch them real good. So that's how I feel for me.
133 points.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis entered the matchup with Lamont Roach, carrying the expectations of fans who believed the contest wouldn't last long. That prediction proved correct. In the 5th round, Tank landed a crushing left hand that instantly ended the fight, leaving Roach unable to continue. The arena exploded with excitement, but instead of focusing on the victory, Davis quickly shifted everyone's attention to what could come next. As soon as he was handed the microphone, he made his intentions crystal clear by calling out Keyshawn Davis. There was no hesitation and no build-up. He directly named the opponent he wants to face. Keyshawn didn't let the challenge sit unanswered. Within a short time, he responded on social media, making it clear that he was ready to accept the fight. It wasn't an unexpected reaction either, because Keyshawn has been pushing for this matchup for months and has repeatedly expressed his desire to step into the ring with Tank. Now the biggest question is whether this long-discussed showdown is finally about to become reality. Can Keyshawn handle the power of one of boxing's most dangerous punchers? After seeing the way Tank finished Lamont Roach with a single devastating shot, many fans are wondering if Keyshawn has what it takes to compete with a knockout specialist.
I'm talking about the
opponent.
The opponent.
Burn check.
I just don't like how this guy come in the game and he don't know nothing about the sport. Like, he don't know nothing about the sport. And everybody going over there, like, he wasn't even pitting, like at first he wasn't even pitting people that know stuff about the sport and position. He was just saying like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You don't know nothing about the sport. How you gonna do that?
But he got money.
Yeah, but all money not good money. I'm not about to, hell no.
What about you since 4 Lamborghinis and Ferraris? You still?
Huh?
On the Ring magazine.
As the fight got underway, Lamont Roach made a strong first impression. He entered the ring with a disciplined strategy, sticking to the basics, remaining composed, and doing everything he could to disrupt Gervonta Davis's rhythm. Roach stayed active, worked behind his jab, and controlled the distance effectively, allowing him to edge the opening rounds through steady activity. Meanwhile, Tank remained true to his usual style. Rather than rushing into exchanges, he carefully observed everything in front of him, reading Roach's movement and waiting for the right opportunity to strike. Even though Roach was throwing more and staying busier, one issue quickly became obvious. None of his punches appeared to trouble Davis. As the fight moved into the 3rd round, the momentum began to shift. Tank started pressing forward with much more purpose, cutting off the ring and forcing Roach into increasingly uncomfortable positions. Instead of simply reacting, Davis began creating his own opportunities. Roach continued trying to box and stay mobile, but the constant pressure became harder to manage. Tank also started landing solid shots to the body, and the difference in punching power became impossible to ignore. Every clean connection carried noticeable impact, making it clear that Davis possessed the heavier hands. Reflecting on his abilities, Tank has repeatedly said that when it comes to pure boxing skill, he believes there's nobody better than him.
Can mess with like nobody. You know? I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game. Well, I take that back. Right hand. But skill wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like talking about top to bottom.
As the fight wore on, the difference in mindset became increasingly clear. Lamont Roach was focused on making it through each exchange, while Gervonta "Tank" Davis was searching for the one moment that could finish everything. That opportunity finally arrived. Tank patiently drew Roach into throwing a right hand, anticipated the punch perfectly, slipped outside of it, and answered with a crushing left hook. The counter landed clean, and the impact immediately ended the contest. Before the fight, Roach had joked that Tank should bring a pillow. In the end, the comment came back to haunt him, as it was Roach who was left motionless after the knockout blow. He dropped hard to the canvas, and the referee saw enough to stop the fight without beginning a count. With another emphatic victory secured, Tank turned toward the crowd before taking a microphone. Instead of celebrating the knockout, he immediately shifted the spotlight to his next target, delivering the message fans had been waiting to hear. Keyshawn Davis, you're next. He expanded on that challenge during his post-fight interview, making it clear that he wants the matchup to happen. Keyshawn didn't take long to answer. Almost immediately after the fight, he responded on social media, showing that he was more than willing to accept the challenge. To many fans, the reaction wasn't surprising. Keyshawn has spent months calling for this showdown, repeatedly making it known that he wanted an opportunity to face Tank. Now, after finally receiving the call-out, the possibility of the fight becoming reality feels closer than ever.
Call out Tank, call out Tank. What makes you so confident when you watch him? Like, yo, I can solve that puzzle.
I'm just knowing who I am, bro. Like, I can fucking fight at the end of the day. I was fighting before I had gloves on. You know what I'm saying? And, I've been in the ring with Tank twice already, sparring him. You know what I'm saying? And, if he wasn't the top dog and somebody else was the top dog, I'd be calling that person out. But since he's the top dog, I'm calling you out because I know I can whoop your ass.
Unlike Lamont Roach, Keyshawn Davis brings a completely different challenge. He's younger, quicker on his feet, and many believe he has a more complete technical skill set. His defensive ability is one of his biggest strengths, allowing him to avoid clean shots while creating opportunities of his own. Add in his sharp boxing IQ and physical size, and it's easy to see why so many fans view him as a dangerous opponent. But one question continues to dominate the conversation. Does Keyshawn have the punching power needed to keep Gervonta "Tank" Davis honest? Speed, technique, and defense can win rounds, but against one of boxing's most explosive knockout artists, those qualities alone may not be enough. If Keyshawn can't make Tank respect his power, he'll have to deal with relentless pressure from a fighter who only needs one clean opening to change the entire fight. That's exactly why this potential matchup has generated so much excitement. On paper, Keyshawn has the tools to test Tank in ways few opponents have managed. The real mystery is whether those advantages will be enough once the punches start landing.
My bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn
Davis.
That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there you go right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And
Once Lamont Roach began retreating, the momentum had completely shifted. Against a puncher like Gervonta "Tank" Davis, simply moving backward and trying to survive is rarely enough. To keep Tank from taking control, an opponent has to give him a reason to hesitate by making him respect their power. Keyshawn Davis presents a different style than Roach. His footwork is sharper, and he's more comfortable controlling space around the ring. Even so, the biggest question remains whether he can keep Tank from closing the distance and applying constant pressure. One mistake Roach made was allowing Tank to get within striking range. That's where Davis is at his most dangerous. If Keyshawn wants to succeed, he'll need to stay disciplined, maintain the right distance, and avoid lingering where Tank's power punches are most effective. His jab, movement, and ring positioning could become the keys to his game plan. Tank is also known for taking his time early in fights. Roach enjoyed success during the opening rounds, but he never landed the kind of shots that forced Davis to change his approach. If Keyshawn can capitalize on those early rounds and connect with punches that genuinely earn Tank's respect, he may be able to create opportunities that previous opponents couldn't.
I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that his coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro.
The biggest concern for anyone facing Gervonta "Tank" Davis is his knockout power. It has the ability to change a fight in a single moment, no matter how competitive the action has been. For Keyshawn Davis, this would be a completely different kind of challenge because he has never shared the ring with an opponent who carries that level of explosive finishing ability. This matchup is also about much more than boxing skills. The tension between Tank and Keyshawn has been building for years. They've exchanged plenty of verbal shots, responded to each other on social media, and taken subtle digs whenever the opportunity arose. It's clear that there's no love lost between them, making this a deeply personal rivalry. But there's another detail that adds even more intrigue to the potential showdown. Keyshawn has been preparing alongside one of Tank's biggest rivals, a connection that only fuels the storyline surrounding this fight. With the history between both camps already well established, that relationship is certain to bring even more attention to an already highly anticipated matchup.
28 wins, 0 losses, 26 KOs. You know what that means? If you get into a bar fight with this guy, you're going to lose. No questions about it. The only way to beat Tank Davis is distance. Okay? I mean distance in the fight itself, staying away from that right hand, and also going the distance. If you take Gervonta Davis deep into the 10th, 11th, 12th round, that's where you stand your greatest.
Looking strictly at the matchup on paper, Keyshawn Davis has all the qualities of a top-level contender. He's known for his speed, polished technique, and exceptional footwork, making him one of the most complete boxers in the division. In fact, some fans even believe his overall technical ability rivals, or possibly exceeds, that of Gervonta Tank Davis. However, talent and technique don't always determine the outcome once the bell rings. Against a fighter like Tank, one clean punch can erase every advantage built over several rounds. That's what makes him such a dangerous opponent, that Tank's knockout power is widely regarded as one of the biggest weapons in boxing today. He has repeatedly shown that he doesn't need many opportunities to change a fight. As long as he's within range, the threat of a fight-ending shot is always there, which is exactly why every potential opponent has to approach him with extreme caution. That brings us to the biggest question surrounding this potential showdown. Does Keyshawn Davis have what it takes to withstand the power and pressure of Gervonta Tank Davis when the two finally meet in the ring? It's a matchup that offers everything fans could ask for: elite boxing skills against devastating knockout power, speed against precision, and a rivalry that has been building for years. With both fighters publicly expressing interest in facing each other, the anticipation continues to grow. One thing is certain: this is the fight boxing fans have been waiting for, and if it finally becomes official, it has all the ingredients to be one of the sport's biggest events.
Think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after, like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time I don't want to go too deep into it, because I don't want to bring out money. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting.
Okay.
Kept hitting me on Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd broke.
Okay.
So that's what we did.
And you think that was a downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
relationship, not
downfall.
career.
Yeah,
Relationship.
It wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like,
He scheduled a fight, I think.
This isn't just about.
Even before the opening bell, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach faced plenty of criticism. Many fans questioned the matchup, believing Roach wasn't on Tank's level. It wasn't only about their abilities inside the ring. Many also felt there was a significant gap in their popularity and drawing power. Because of that, a large portion of the boxing community expected Davis to control the fight from the beginning. While Roach earned respect for accepting the challenge, many doubted he had the experience, momentum, or star status to truly threaten one of boxing's biggest attractions. Those doubts became one of the biggest talking points leading into the event, with many fans viewing the contest as another opportunity for Tank to prove why he's considered one of the sport's premier fighters.
Get up, Abby. Y'all keep supporting
TV3. But world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Despite the anticipation surrounding Gervonta "Tank" Davis, many fans felt this matchup didn't carry the excitement of a true blockbuster event. Compared to the biggest fights in boxing, some believed it lacked the star power and high-profile appeal expected from one of the sport's biggest names. That led to another common discussion before fight night. Many questioned why Tank wasn't sharing the ring with a more recognizable opponent, arguing that a higher-profile matchup would have generated far more excitement among boxing fans.
About this fight that I've interviewed a few different Tank opponents. Everybody gonna say like, yeah, you know, everybody say this and that's what you're supposed to say, right? Like I'm going into a fight. I don't think people thinking they're gonna lose, but it just feels like you have a different confidence than most other people. Where do you feel like that comes from?
That's just how I'm wired, bro. I ain't never backed down from nothing. I damn sure ain't never wanted to come second to anything. So, why would it change?
After Tank's victory over Lamont Roach, very few people were surprised by the outcome. Instead of focusing on the knockout itself, the conversation quickly shifted toward the matchup that many fans have wanted all along, Gervonta "Tank" Davis versus Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn brings a completely different test to the table. He's younger, unbeaten, and motivated to prove that he belongs among boxing's elite. More importantly, the rivalry between the two has been growing for years, making this more than just another championship fight. Unlike the Roach matchup, this potential showdown carries genuine tension outside the ring as well. The ongoing exchanges between Tank and Keyshawn have added a personal edge that continues to build excitement among boxing fans. Another layer to the story is Keyshawn's connection with Floyd Mayweather, a relationship that only adds more intrigue to an already heated rivalry. With skill, history, and personal pride all involved, it's easy to understand why so many believe this is the fight that should happen next.
And put the man to sleep, you know, so, you know, he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now,
he beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe he's given him a good out.
The boxing world looks ahead to 2026. Many believe Gervonta "Tank" Davis is entering the later stage of his career. That has led to growing speculation that he may only have a limited number of major fights remaining, making every high-profile matchup even more significant. For Keyshawn Davis, the opportunity couldn't be bigger. A victory over one of boxing's biggest stars would instantly change the course of his career, elevating him to a new level of recognition and establishing him as one of the sport's leading names. On the other hand, a defeat in such a high-stakes contest could make it much more difficult to earn another opportunity of this magnitude. That's why the spotlight is now firmly on both fighters. If this long-anticipated showdown becomes official, it won't just determine who wins inside the ring. It could shape the future of both careers and become one of the defining fights of the year.
There's other fights that he should really be fighting. You know, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come and come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, you know, Barry Big Bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight, and then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. You know, but was it Unquail didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows when to go.
The only question left is whether Keyshawn Davis can become the fighter who finally overcomes Gervonta "Tank" Davis, or if he'll suffer the same fate as so many others who have been unable to withstand Tank's incredible power. Until the two step into the ring, fans can only speculate, but one thing is certain. If this fight happens, it promises to be one of the most anticipated matchups in boxing. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest boxing updates. Who do you think wins if Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis finally meet? Share your prediction in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.